Today, we're back in Malibu at the Rocky Oak Estates. This massive property hugs the whole hillside here and is on a 38-acre lot. 5 acres are dedicated to the vineyard and also features 5 bedrooms, 6 baths, is right under 8,000 square feet, and has been famously known for being filmed in the Hangover III. So without further ado, let's take a look at this week's property tour. So starting on the exterior of this property, you'll see this house sits on the top of this hill 2,000 feet up. And now you may notice this is probably one of the biggest driveways you're going to see on a property because it starts at the base of the mountain and winds its way all the way up as a part of this 38 acres. And you'll see the depth and topography of landscaping and the vineyards all throughout. Now I want to give you guys a little bit of background about this property here at the Rocky Oaks Estates. The home was built in 2009, but the vineyard was established in 2003, and it has one of the most renowned vineyards in all of Malibu and carries a legacy of winemaking here dating back to the 1800s. So there's a lot of history at this property. It's just not a home, it's a legacy and something to really be proud of sitting here on this hillside. Now we talked about this driveway here, how it winds all the way up. You'll notice all the landscaping, trees, and it brings you all the way up to the top of the mountain here. So without further ado, I'll meet you guys up there and then we'll talk about the exterior. So at the end of the driveway, we are met at the top of this hillside where you're gonna see the property, this motor court, and then also the beautiful mountain views here in Malibu. So down below, we have some pavers that are on this motor court, and you'll see we have a 3-car garage port. And this exterior is all stone, and this was actually imported from France from ruins that were there that they specifically brought in to use all throughout this property. So very unique touch and a lot of attention to detail here on the exterior. So I'm actually going to take everyone through here first before we get to the inside of the property. You'll notice there's a gate. This takes you to your backyard. There's a fountain, and then there's a staircase here that's going to take you down to a couple of different areas. Now you'll notice all this mature landscaping, these rocks that go all throughout, and this is going to break up into 2 different sections here. If I bring everyone to this staircase first, this is going to be the staircase that brings you down to the actual vineyard itself. So it goes all the way up the center here, and I'll take you guys through here and kind of get a better idea of what it's like here. So like I said, this is a total of 5 acres, making it one of the most renowned vineyards here in Malibu, and you can see how it just hugs the whole mountainside here, and of course you're gonna get beautiful views of Malibu. So this was the wooden stairs area that takes you to this side. This will then wrap you around to the backyard once again, but we're gonna go back up this staircase now to check out where the other side takes us, which is through a tunnel-like area through this archway. So you'll see the rock designs, this stone again, and this brings you to a lighted area. You'll see the natural rock off to my right, built-in lights above, like I said, and this brings you out to a viewing area. So you can hang out here, appreciate these views, and then you also have a walking path that will take you around to the observation deck and backyard that we'll see a little bit later in this video. But that was everything for this side. I'm gonna meet you guys back at the courtyard to take a look inside. So leaving the staircase here, we're back at the motor court area now, where you could fit so many cars here up at the top. Again, you're gonna have that fountain, this olive tree that's right next to the front door. And then again, another look at these garage doors, which are wood. You'll see the vines around the archway, and that brings us up to the main entrance of the property now. To the right, this is a door that will take you inside to one of the right wings. And then at the front, 2 huge lights, more of this rock design, and this huge real wood door. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look inside. So coming into the interior of the home, again, we have this huge wooden door, and that opens up to the front foyer area. Down below, you're gonna have tile with wood inlays, and above, you'll see how open this is. This is a total of 3 floors, And off to the left is gonna be the theater and staircase, but I'm gonna bring everyone to the right wing of this property first. You'll notice the door that takes you outside, and then this leads us into the main living quarters here. There's real wood floors down below and Venetian plaster on the walls, and this opens up to the formal dining area here. To the right, you're gonna have another glass door that open on both sides, bringing in natural light and also give you beautiful views here in Malibu once again. But let's talk about this dining area now, because this is super grand, light fixture above, and then you have these wooden beams to add more depth and detail throughout this property, and you'll see this all throughout. Now at the far end, more doors that open up, beautiful mountain views, and this is really just sets the tone as soon as you walk into this property, and it connects very well to the main living room here. So you have the same stonework with these two pillars in the center that we saw on the exterior of the home, and then that opens up to these very high ceilings around 25 feet with the wood and beam designs up top again, making this grand. There's two couches, some more sitting, and the mantle on the back is going to be made out of limestone with iron rods for your furnace that open up, and then your TV that is built in right above that. This living room again is very grand and open, and you'll see all the windows throughout this room off to the left and off to the right, bringing in that natural light. You'll see these windows go all the way floor to ceiling with those curtains, and then on the back side too, you'll have that same detail. So you can have these all open up, giving you 360 mountain views. So now I want to take everyone back across through here now. And before we get into the kitchen area of this property, I actually want to take you out to the terrace area, which is going to be through these glass French doors that bring us to this very open area for outdoor dining, lounging, or having your favorite glass of wine here on the vineyard. So when you walk out, you'll notice the glass panels all throughout, beautiful views, and connects well to that formal dining area. So this will wrap all the way around to your backyard area that we'll get to a little bit later in this video. But right here again down below, you can see that gate that takes you to another access point to the vineyard that's on this side, and it goes all the way down here as well. There's a balcony above, that stone architectural design that gives it that Tuscan feel, and it stretches all the way down there. And then there's another door right here that's going to take us back inside to the kitchen area, so I'll see you in there. So bringing everyone back inside, we're now in the kitchen. As soon as you walk in, you're gonna see this island, granite countertops all throughout, with this table attached at the end here, creating that two-tone contrast, adding extra seating. To the right here, this is the door that you would traditionally come through if you're not coming from the outside. And on this side, you'll notice the wine fridge down below, these oak warm cabinets all throughout, and you have granite off to the right, two farmer-style sinks. And this is a pass over here, so you can open this up, easily serve food, drinks, appetizers while entertaining, and that is perfectly set up with that dining room that we just toured. You'll also notice that the built-in TV here that we typically don't see, and then on the back, 6-burner stove by Wolf, your griddle in the middle. The stone goes all the way up, acting as an accent wall, and this stainless steel hood vent is encased in the same wood material as the cabinets, making it blend super well. Now further at the end of this kitchen, the Mealy coffee machine, your double ovens by Thermador, and more cabinet space above with that Venetian plaster. Another detail, those same wood beams are above with the built-in lighting and speakers. And to the left is this second farmer style sink that will overlook through that Passover area. And then again, beautiful views here while you're having your favorite meal, cleaning up, or enjoying time with the family. Now on the left side, panel ready fridge and freezers, more cabinet space. And you'll notice here, this may look like a typical cabinet to open up, but if I pull this open, this is a hidden office desk area. So when you're not utilizing this, it is nice and tucked away, making it very seamless in here. So the kitchen doesn't end there, because if I take everyone through the door over here, there is a butler's kitchen on the back side. So there's another door where you could get in through here, and there's a door that will take you back outside, but you have everything that you need in here. There's actually a washer and dryer in here, more counter space with this stone black finish, cabinets above, And at the end here, another LG microwave, 2 warming trays by Decor, and another fridge and freezer design. And like I said, this loops back into the hallway area where this will take us down this wing of the property. So when we first walked through, we went to the left to the dining room area. There's another way that takes you to the right, which is down here. So this home also has an elevator that will take you to any of the 3 levels. This is the door here. You could call it, take you up. We'll see the other entry points when we get there. And then at the end, this is the bathroom. You have your vanity with your white marble countertop, mirror, that same Venetian plaster, and then the other half of the wall is going to be that white tile design that also reflects on the floors down below. This door here will open up and take you into the shower. Now there's a door here because this connects to the bedroom there. So you can have this locked and still have the privacy for guests here, separate for whoever's staying in that bedroom. But let's go back into the hallway now. You'll notice one of the doors that we saw out in the courtyard. So you could come in through here as an entry point if you want to use this as multi-gen living space with the bedroom. That's going to be down here. So follow me. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the first bedroom of this property. As soon as you walk in, this is set up with bunk beds right now, closet space, and then these picture-ready windows overlooking the beautiful Malibu views, and then you could see your vineyard in here as well. So I want to point that out because this has great views all throughout. Back here at the hallway, you'll notice another staircase. This is going to be more for whoever's staying at this wing of the home, because traditionally you would go the way that we saw in the beginning, off to the left. Over here is the garage. So this garage has tile down below, and you'll notice those 3 garage doors that we saw in the beginning. So it looks like they're all separate ports, but it's just the way the garages are designed on the exterior. But when you open it up, they're actually all blended together, giving you a ton of space. You'll notice here they have EV chargers, some fans above, and then another door to exit out of here. And where I'm looking, you'll see a window that also overlooks Malibu once again. So just want to point out this 3-car garage port before we go back inside of this property, because we're now going to go ahead and take a look at the left wing. So leaving this wing of the property, we're going to head to the left side now. You'll notice above those same wooden beam details, and then we have the staircase that's off to the left here that is also made out of limestone with that iron rail that goes all the way to the 3rd level. Now there's a sitting area to the left here with a mirror. You'll notice that same Venetian plaster and another door that will take you to the backyard that we're going to get to in just a second here. Now there's one more bathroom before we head into the movie theater room, and I really like this area because of this vanity. This is a rose granite design. It goes all the way on this mirror too, and this is a pretty interesting faucet design. So if I turn on the water, that is the faucet, and then it goes into this multicolored sink bowl here. Now if you look above on this ceiling, you'll see that they match that with the color of the vanity, which I thought was a nice touch. So I'll bring everyone back out here now. We're going to go through these 2 doors that transitions to carpet down below, and this is set up as the theater room. Same design on the ceiling, same Venetian plaster, and another limestone mantle with this TV wall and fireplace right below. So this is set up with 4 chairs, a couple bean bags, and a huge TV in the center with your speakers, 2 above, so if you're watching multiple games at the same time, this is the perfect scenario to do that because you have a total of 4 in this room alone. On the back side, the wet bar area, which has wine fridge, more cabinet and counter space, a sink, some shelves, and a pull-out fridge and freezer here to keep all your beverages cool while you're watching the game or a movie night. So that was everything for the first floor of the property. We're going to go ahead and take this door outside, take a look at the backyard. So walking out of the theater room, we're now in the beautiful backyard of this property. As soon as we walk out, we have a covered area here that's going to stretch all the way around here, fireplaces and lounging that we'll get to in just a second. The pool's off to my right, but I want to bring everyone to the left side first because this is great if you're entertaining. You could set this up with tables, food, host, and have plenty of space. There's the glass paneling all throughout. And if we come to the end here, let's just take a second to appreciate all these views. You get the beautiful vineyards down below. You can see that massive driveway that brings you up to this property. And then of course, beautiful views here in Malibu. So now let's go over here to the main backyard now, because we have this pool with a couple of steps down that's on an infinity edge. It overflows into this water down below. So you're gonna get great views from this whole backyard and especially this pool. No matter where you are, if you're in the hot tub here, in the pool, you'll see the views right in front of me, and then also out here to the left, which is great on a home. There's some additional lounging, the covered space that we just left, but we're gonna go up here now to this covered area because you'll see the stonework on the backyard as well. And this is a bigger lounging space. TV on the back, there's built-in heaters above with lighting, speakers, and then there's a fireplace built into this rock wall as well to top it all off. Plenty of lounging here, these rock columns, and this continues the backyard experience to an outdoor dining area. This could comfortably fit 8 people. You'll see those doors where we were just in the living room that open up to this area. And then again, you're just gonna soak in these views everywhere you are in this backyard. There's some more chairs to my right, and all the way at the end here, the backyard doesn't end because just as you thought these views were good, the views continue pretty much at a 360-degree angle anywhere you walk on this backyard. So there's a fountain off to the right, and this wraps around to that terrace area that we were off of the kitchen. Then this ends with another viewing deck, more glass panels, but you get a different and complete view off to this side. As you can see, some of the water, more of the mountain views to the right, and then more of your vineyards down below. So the backyard doesn't end there because there's another staircase, and you could already see it from here. So there's a staircase that will take you all the way down and on the actual observation deck of this property. So this used to be a helicopter pad, but has now transformed into an observation deck. So you can add whatever you want down there, make this a super cool experience for all your guests, being up here on top of the world. But that wraps up everything for the backyard of this property. I'm gonna meet you guys back at that staircase, and we're gonna head to floor number 2. I wanna take a quick interruption in this video to say, if you're looking to relocate, buy or sell here in Las Vegas, I'm your guy. I'm gonna put my email right here on the screen. Shoot me an email and I can see if I can help you best. Now, while I enjoy these beautiful Malibu views, you enjoy the rest of this video. So bringing everyone up these limestone stairs, we are now on the 2nd level of the property. You'll notice these rustic light fixtures all throughout that opens up and breaks off into 2 separate areas here. We're gonna go into this bedroom first, and then we'll make our way all the way across. So when you walk in, you'll have that real hardwood floors down below, this textured wall finish all throughout, with another limestone mantle and fireplace and TV on the back. As you can see here, another rustic light fixture above, with that wood finish and beam above with built-in speakers that then brings us over here to the bathroom. This is a porous marble floor as well with the vanity mirror above, and the shower is actually going to match with that same material with your waterfall above, toilet to the left, and then your closet is all the way at the end here with automatic lights. You'll also notice more of these windows bringing in a ton of light to this property, and for spare bedrooms to all have their own bathrooms, beautiful views, and even a balcony like this that overlook the views is definitely hard to come by. So we're gonna go back out here now and take a look at the remainder of the bedrooms. We're back in the hallway now, more limestone stairs that are gonna go ahead, wrap around and take you to the top floor of the property that we're gonna get to in just a little bit here. So take a look at the ceilings again. This is gonna reflect the same design that is right below us right now. That goes all the way to the end, and another glass French doors that open up to another balcony that's a part of the primary suite. Before we get there, we're gonna go over to the right side of the upstairs to take a look at this wing briefly. There's a separate door that opens up, and this is the elevator access for this level of the property. That brings you down further with a washer and dryer room off to the left. And we're back at the staircase that we saw at the end of that hallway that I pointed out a little bit earlier in this video. Light fixture in the center, and then this opens up to a lobby-like area with another window that opens up to 2 more bedrooms. Through here is another door that brings you to the bedroom all the way at the end. It has its own temperature control system, and this is more oversized And the views, of course, are stunning from this room as well. Bed in the center, windows on the back, and again, another private balcony here, which is just so nice to have on this bedroom. As you can tell, when you walk out here, it shares it with the room next to us. You can look down below and appreciate these views once again, but from this room. So we're gonna go back inside now to take a look at the bathroom on this bedroom. It's gonna be right across here. You have your vanity, shower, toilet right next to it with this stone material. And overall, this is a great room, beautiful views, and there's still one more bedroom that's gonna be back outside this hallway and through these French doors. So like I said, this connects through the balcony. This one is about the same size, same Venetian plaster finish, bed in the center. That door will of course open up to these beautiful views. And then this is the bathroom here. So stone countertop, vanity down below, mirror above, and then this shower, a little bit different from the other one, bit more open with this stone detail that goes all the way to the ceiling with that vaulted ceiling design. Really gives it that elevated rustic feel in here. So that was everything for the bedrooms on this wing. I'm gonna meet you guys back over there so we can finish off this floor at the primary suite. Coming back to the hallway, we're now gonna go off to the left to enter the primary suite of this property. As soon as you walk in, the right side will take you into the bathroom, and straight ahead opens up into this beautiful oversized bedroom design. You have French doors on each side with that glass finish, bringing you to two different balconies. The one off to the left is gonna open up with more lounging. You could also enter here from the hallway or from the primary suite, but out here again, you're gonna get views of your backyard, beautiful Malibu. There's some lounging out here, and then of course, your fireplace to make the experience out here even better. And that was just one balcony on this bedroom. We still have one more to cover. So if we go back in here, again, you're gonna see how big this room is. There's some lounging off to the left side with that second door. But before we get over there, there's a mirror on this back wall, and on the opposite side, these doors open up, allowing you to look down into the living room down below. So again, this is a Romeo and Juliet-like balcony. You can see how high these ceilings are again in this living room. And again, it's just one of those things to make this bedroom different from others because all of these will open up, letting this room breathe even more. Past this sitting area, this is the second balcony. If we go ahead and take a look out here, this stretches all the way down to where your bathroom would be, that same glass finish all throughout. And again, creating the views on this property, which this home is pretty much built around because it is so high up here, like I said, 2,000 feet. Of course, you're gonna get views from any point in this property. But coming back inside, we're now gonna go into the bathroom, which is through this door. There's two entry points. One's on this side, the other one is on that side where we first walked in. And there's a makeup vanity right here with some storage down below. They have a coffee machine set up there too, which makes sense. TV on this left side, and then that vaulted ceiling experience once again above me. So coming into this bathroom, there's two water closets, one of them to the left with a bidet and window. Right across from that is the vanity with the marble countertop, green tinted finish on the vanity and medicine cabinets, which brings us down into this oversized jetted tub. There's two chairs here, that marble finish all throughout with picture ready windows overlooking Malibu once again. This is exactly what I was talking about by this property is created around the views experience here. Upgraded light fixture above, you'll still see that ceiling finish above. And then at the end, one more water closet, same vanity that we saw on the opposite side there. And then your shower is at the end with its own window. You'll see the waterfall above with that blue ambient lighting and bench on the back there. Like how it's nice and tucked away there, but also very oversized once you enter. To end this bedroom, you have this pocket slider that goes in, automated lights that bring you into the closet, tons of built-ins, mirror off to the left, glass finishes on the cabinet doors. That makes it more minimal and open in here. So that wraps it up for the whole second floor and this primary suite. We're gonna end this tour on the third level. So ending this tour on the third and final level, this is gonna take us to the rooftop deck of the property. On this floor though, you'll see that wood design with the limestone on the exterior, this ceiling that has the beams, windows all throughout, and then this door is gonna take us out to that rooftop deck. So coming out here, you have stone down below, and this will take you up a couple of stairs where you'll get a grand experience of this property and 360-degree views of Malibu. So off to my left, you'll see your driveway motor court area, and this is the elevator that even takes you all the way up here. I like how it's encased around this stone, and then this is accompanied by some outdoor sitting. More views. I can only imagine coming up here, having your favorite glass of wine, ending the day to the beautiful sunset that we're gonna see in just a little bit here on this property. Even on this side, there's just views, 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 which really makes this property a masterpiece and truly one of a kind. And that wraps it up for the whole rooftop deck of this property and also this whole property tour. Thank you guys for coming to Malibu with me today to tour this amazing property. As always, leave a like, comment your favorite feature, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next property tour.